Center in Hotel Africa. Of course, this is the entire environment hosting both the historic Hotel Africa and the United Conference Center. So as history has it, in fact, this particular structure, or these two structures, were erected in the 70s, precisely 1979, when Liberia was announced host as the host country for the OAU conference. At the time, it was being called Organization of African Unity. So now
in district number 17.
Yeah, precisely, in district number 17, Virginia. Thank you for that. So in 1979, that was the era or the regime of late Liberian President William R. Turbot, and Liberia was declared or announced host for the OAU conference, and the government of Liberia at the time decided to construct the famous Hotel Africa and, of course, the United Conference Center, to hold the OAU conference, the United Conference Center. And now, the main reason why we're here is because residents here have been issued a removal order by the Ministry of Public Works to evacuate this entire vicinity, because this is government of Liberia's property, and we all know it's been long coming since there have been several offers by international organizations or companies declaring interest in wanting to invest in these properties, and it appears the government of Liberia might have something of that nature. And now, as we speak, the Ministry of Public Works have given a removal order to everyone who have erected structures here in the vicinity of Hotel Africa and the United Conference Center. If you can listen clearly from behind us, there are voices of children, residents, there are homes all over this particular environment. Hotel Africa alone sits on 150 acres of beautiful piece of land. But again, since the war, resettlement have had people building structures all around this particular vicinity. So
this United Conference Center now is being used for graduation programs, wedding reception, and sometimes if you come here on a Sunday, you will see this place overcrowded. Yeah, sometimes some people will come, take photos, have that fine time. So this place now is used for graduation programs and wedding reception.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, some parts of the conference center still remain functional, though not up to modern standards, but people are managing and making use of them to hold programs and what have you. But the exterior part of the structure, in fact the yard, if I may call it like that, still maintains its nature. It's still beautiful. There is a whole park somewhere on the other end there. There is a golf field, and also folks have built resorts along the river, along the beach, also within the Hotel Africa area. So come to think of it, all of those infrastructures will have to be removed. We have given a removal order to residents who have structures here around the United Conference Center and Hotel Africa precisely. Now, as per the removal order, the government of Liberia is asking that those who have structure within this particular surrounding should start evacuating as from now. In fact, the removal order was issued around September 18, and they've been given up to the 18th of December to evacuate the entire Hotel Africa vicinity.
Like say 3 months, right?
So definitely we're talking around 3 months. So as history has it, the famous United Conference Center, Hotel Africa, will now be getting some attention as residents in this environment have been asked to evacuate and leave the particular vicinity. Now, we might just want to take a little walk and show you around beautiful United Conference Center, my colleague Masiami and I. But if we just go right here and show you the camera and just zoom in and out a little bit, you'll start seeing structures that have been built here around this particular vicinity. If you just look straight forward ahead of us, there is a building, that looks like a permanent structure has been erected there. This is the side of the United Conference Center, as you can see right here on our right hand side. The beautiful trees are still standing. The yard still remain paved with high quality concrete pavement from the floor, if you look here. And all of these this construction or these structures you're looking at were erected since 1979. We're talking decades. Masiami. Now, also here at the United Conference Center, we also have folks who are residing within the conference center itself. According to them, them. They've been here for ages. We met one of the residents who told us he's been here living at the Unity Conference Center since 2003.
Wow.
That was, yes, the concluding part, or when the war was coming to an end.
Another guy said he's been there since 1980s.
Definitely. There's another person who said he's been here since the 80s, but according to him, the Unity Conference Center was still functional at the time, and so he knows a lot about it. So we'll go to the front, but if Eisen, you can just focus a little at the front. There is what looks like a church building. It tells you there's life already here within the entire confines of the Unity Conference Center. Folks have built their homes. I'm seeing farms. Folks are planting plantains, cassava, and you name it. And the structure itself, if we can just come to the back here quickly before we go to the front, still looks dilapidated. The ceilings are falling. I mean, it's been ages since the government of Liberia have paid any attention to this structure. So as you can see, it looks very dilapidated. So basically, now that they're declaring interest and asking the residents here to evacuate this place, it's obvious they probably have got some serious intention about what they want to do with the Unity Conference Center. Speaking of what you mentioned earlier about folks making use of the vicinity of the Unity Conference Center, if you just look right here, there are folks who are now taking pictures in the yard of the Unity Conference Center. It appears to be graduation pictures because I see the kid there in her uniform, and so they're taking pictures also. Behind this bush that you're looking at, there are a bunch of homes that are out there. Maybe if we can just walk right at that building, and then we can show you the neighborhood where folks are residing. Also, there are permanent structures that have been erected here. If you look here at the Unity Conference Center, folks are still making use of the building. If you look at that end, they're using the balcony, they're selling, they've got their coolers. There are also motels built in this particular vicinity.
And then that's just been saying so down here called the Riverside Beach. Yes.
Yeah, we all know the famous Riverside Beach. It's also right here in the Hotel Africa area, right here along the beach. But we just wanted to come and show you in the neighborhood what it's going to be and look like, because come to think of it, some of these structures were built for some decades now, and folks are residing in them. So if we can just show the camera, as you can see, there's a church right here. There's another brand new structure that has just been erected. It appears the owners are yet to move in it. If you also look, there's another one there. There's a road here that goes into the neighborhood, and there are high tension cables. It means there is electricity also. New homes are being erected, and you name it. So come to think of it, now that the government of Liberia has decided that everyone in this vicinity to be evacuated, it's obvious that there's going to be rough payment. They will obviously have to we agree they were squatting, but also come to think of it, people get to declare anywhere permanent once they start building structures. It's obvious there might be people who might be claiming land, there might be people claiming they've bought their lands and all of that. So it means the government of Liberia has a serious task, obviously, to evacuate the residents here from the Hotel Africa and the Unity Conference Center vicinity. But they've been given, I think, approximately 3 months up to December 18. So I guess within that time period, they and the government of Liberia will have to go back and forth to see if payment will be done for their structure, through the Ministry of Public Works. So, but that's the news currently. On yesterday, the Ministry of Public Works came here, and I guess probably marking houses or creating demarcation as to where the evacuation should stop or begin, and all of that. So my colleague Masemi and I are here. We just want to show you in the neighborhood to probably so you can see for yourself what life looks like around the Unity Conference Center and what it's going to take the government of Liberia to be able to evacuate everyone from around here, since they are now ready to look after both Hotel Africa and the Unity Conference Center. So what we're going to do, once we're done speaking with those folks who are residing inside the Unity Conference Center to tell us their experiences, we will just probably just bought a vehicle, and then because this is a very large
very large
piece of
community.
land, and we'll just drive in the neighborhood and show the camera around, so you see the kind of homes that have been built here. There are 5-story buildings, very very beautiful looking structures, permanent ones of course, that have all been erected here in the vicinity of Hotel Africa and the Unity Conference Center. So we can show you those ones. Like we said, there is a church right here, right by us. Also, obviously, it will be probably removed. Permanent structures.
Yeah, unfinished buildings.
Sure.
Yeah, so
I guess
I think we just go.
yes, let's now make our way into the compound itself, where the United Conference Center is. Like we told you earlier, folks are in the yard currently making use of the beautiful outlook of the structure. I mean, this concrete pavement still looks guaranteed, except
Over years.
if it over years, over
decades,
decades, definitely. But they're still here, strong, moving. And from the way the structure itself look, it tells you that these structures were actually built by professional engineers. They've lasted for ages now, but it still maintains its outlook, except that since no massive renovation have been done on it over years, so you see the ceilings all falling off and all of that. I was just in Algeria attending the Intra-African Trade Fair, and I saw the conference center in 1979. It brings similar kind of memory to me. I kind of Nigeria at the Intra-Africa Trade Fair, and imagine what it would have been like in 1979 when Liberia hosted the OAU. We're talking about leaders like Shaka Stevens.
It's on a deplorable condition.
Definitely deplorable. So, but again, the government is ready for these structures, and so we look for. It's not going to take them a year or two to bring these structures back to life. It's going to take them quite a reasonable amount of time. It depends on what they intend to do. I still do remember in 2009 when Liberia was hosting the International Women Colloquium here in Monrovia. There's a South African consortium that declared interest in wanting to invest up to $100 million in Hotel Africa, and at the time, but that didn't go through. And yes, correct me if I'm also wrong, there might in fact have been several offers for folks to invest into Hotel Africa because of its position and the history that's attached. When the OU was held in 1979, Hotel Africa hosted some of the biggest leaders from around the world, and Africa, of course. In fact, come to think of it, we're talking up to 300 bedrooms, host 300 bedrooms, several villas attached to hold presidents and VIPs, and then there's a beautiful pool that's designed in the design of the map of Africa, also there, and then it sits right at the edge there at the Atlantic Ocean. So beautiful piece of infrastructure. This structure holds lots of history. Speaking of, it's been built because of Liberia hosting the OAU conference, and you and I know the relevance that OAU brings to Liberia. Did play a significant part in ensuring Africa unite at the time. So also in Saniquile, the activities held at the time in 1979, because Saniquile also does hold some historical facts about the OAU. So let's just walk quickly to where there are residents residing here in the Hotel Africa, the United Conference Center building. Let's see if we can hear from them to tell us their experiences at the time. Also, my chauffeur, Richmond Sim, used to be around. Yes.
I think the man Richmond Sim got more to tell us about this whole conference center.
Yeah, definitely. He has been here. But just if we can just look ahead, if you look on the balcony in there, you see a few folks sitting down. We can just walk to them and hear from them. But we could also just show the camera inside what the conference center looks like now. So, but these are the stairs, they still look guaranteed. If you look at it, still intact. It tells you that some very serious construction work took place here. Good morning, how you do? So maybe we can just show inside what it looks like. This is the lobby right here, and if you come in, once you arrive in Masami, once you enter, there is a security booth right here. This is where reception is, and probably security would have been in 1979. And then if you also look around, just spin the camera around, this is an open space. And then right here, where this huge artwork is that tells you all of the history as it relates to the OAU conference in 1979.
So this place, this is the hall that graduation, wedding events.
Sure. So there are several conference rooms in here in the Unity Conference Center. Think of international conferences; they do have several, panel discussions.
Yeah.
So there are several components of the entire conference center that are here. But this place also has no smoking warning that was placed still exists in English, in French, and in Arabic, and it has been here for ages, and it still looks strong, still shines, except that some paint have been placed on it, all of you. But let's talk about this giant size art that is right here, right above us here. If you look, we see drawings of several Liberian presidents. Speaking of President Turbot himself, dressed up there in his famous white suit with his cane in his hand. We also see President William V.S. Tubman somewhere right here in the middle, signing some kind of agreements. Several Liberian leaders are all here on this particular nice looking piece of art that is here to the entry of the conference center. And so basically we just wanted to show you inside what the Unity Conference Center looks like. So it appears now that government of Liberia is ready to start working on this structure. We can go into the entire building for the sake of internet once we go in certain locations. But there you have it. These are decks, all decks built, and behind here you have receptions or receptionists all behind this particular portion. There are several stairs to take you upstairs. There is one there ahead of us there, and then there's another one here that says, the conference rooms are all divided into several components. So this is yes, so this is B and also C. So this stairway can take you up to conference room B and conference room C. So 2 conference rooms on the end, several conference rooms on the other end. But let's just make our way outside quickly and see if we can talk to those who are residing here in the conference room and all of that. Another nice piece of design right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 counties at the time. Historically, if you look at it, and then with the star there pointing out the capital, you also have places like Harpo, you've got Greenville, Sino, Grangy there, Buchanan, Grand Bassa, Morovia, Robertsport, Lufa, of course, Nimba, and Cape Mount there in the middle also. So, this place holds lots of history, like we said. But let's come out and see if we can talk to some of those who are just residing here. We spoke to one of them earlier, and he said he will help us to just tell us a little bit about what he knows about the famous United Conference Center. So I'll just stand right by him. How are you, sir?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Anthony Williams. I'm from ELBC, and kindly introduce yourself for me, please.
I'm in Mario Jabakonoa, Ministry of State, United Conference Center. I'm a security here.
Okay, you're security here. Yeah. How long have you been helping the government of Liberia to secure this historic structure?
Well, I came in here 2001, but 2004, okay. I got employed. And from 2004 up to now, 2025, yeah. I'm still here.
Taking care of the structure.
Yes.
How has it been being here at the Unity Conference Center, especially owing to the history that is attached to it? You being around for ages, how do you describe your experience and time here?
Well, when I got here first, I think the building was intact, but I think you can see the building now is gradually falling apart. And although we are taking care of the building, but we always crying to national government that this facility is historical, and when it comes to dry season like November to March, we see other people from all west of Angola in the world coming here to see the wonderful OE building. But then years upon years, as they come in, they say, wow, we saw the other place. It was in tight, but it gone down. Gradually, we say, we are here to take care of the building until national government come in. And today, I think you can see the structure now. Gradually, we are still crying. We're still hoping that national to buttress the effort of OEU to get the place renovated because the building is historical.
So, and one of the main reasons why we're here is that the Ministry of Public Works, speaking of government's intervention, Public Works have issued a removal order to everyone who have built structures around here and to evacuate, because it appears the government now is ready to look after both the OAU building or United Conference Center and Hotel Africa and other structures that belong to government. So what do you make of that? And also, you have been here for years. You have seen the growth of structures or people building homes around the area. What was it like when you came, and what is it like now?
Well, I can speak on that. When I came in here, we have other leaders that were here. They were ahead of us, and today some of them have been pensioned and they are all gone because they were in charge of all that. But then we've been knowing that every time we will hear this government property. And if today government is coming in now to say they want their property back, I don't think there will be any hasty decision. I only think we should be in union to at least seek government intervention that the place now is populated, because when we got here at that time, it was all forest. Okay. And it was causing very, very harm to the security here, because criminals come into the forest area, and today you can see, at least we can see a distance now. So other people came in to at least try to buttress going while security are here.
Okay, is there any of you who like have a home anywhere around the conference center here?
No, for I am a security here, yeah, although I live here. Yeah, I already in the building here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like him. Okay. You say you were here.
I know.
Okay.
All right, thanks for talking to us. You say your name again?
I mean, Maria Jaba Konowa.
All right, thank you, Mr. Konowa, provided if I got it right. Thank you very much. And so that's one of the securities who's taking care of the structure. He's been here since 2002. That's quite a while now, and he's giving his experience over the years. According to him, this particular structure, of course, because of the historical nature attached to it, there are tourists always coming to Liberia to have a glimpse of the OAU building. In his words, there are some who came earlier and still came back and have seen how dilapidated the building is getting gradually. But we're going to talk to another person who probably must have been here for quite a long time than Mr. Emmanuel, who spoke to us earlier. Kindly just join us right here quickly. Thank you very much. My name is Anthony. What's yours, please?
Nice meeting you, Maurice Gayu.
All right, Mr. Gayu, thanks for granting us the chance to talk to you.
Opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the historic OAU building, the United Conference Center. How long have you been here, and what do you know about this beautiful place?
Thank you very much. Maurice Gayu, speaking to you again. I grew up here. I came here in 1980, which I was small. My father passed off to the brother on this side to have a school ring. And at the time, my father was leaving, because he was a military man, leaving to go on duty. He asked my other brother that I should be with him to go there. From there, he too was going. He asked me to send my application to Minister of State, which to protect why I was living in, which I prefer.
Okay.
And I know jig of the history of the whole area.
Okay. So you got horse around?
I do not have my own area, government structure area. Prefecture building.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, the way my living structure is rest my head. In the morning, I come to do my physical work.
So during your days, what the place was really looking like?
It was very beautiful. It was very, very much beautiful. It was security in tight. At that time, before you even come around the building, you 4, 5, 6 persons will ask you a question. What are you doing here? What you can do here? And all that. That's
how protected it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after the war, everything went disarray. And the security from other ministers of state, they wealth. And the community dweller, they wealth. I think you can look at common example, the hotel and this facility. Yes. We do vigilante group from Prefab now. May also rest in peace. You need to wake up all early in the morning, in the night time, and say, oh, you're not sleep, you gotta go and man government property. It's because we all reside in and around the vicinity of the government facility. So we go there, come here, we have a sleep at night. And I think you can see today, you can see the glasses intact.
Sure.
So the community must have a plot for that. They did well.
Yes, I think you need an applause for that, obviously.
Yeah. And when you see the expenditures of structures have been built, it was 2013. If my memory set me right, when the bushcow came from Rossville and came the past after the whole place of jungle, thick forests. And came a result there, and start killing, kill people. He killed one fellow. So on horror, say, oh, the bushcow killing someone. I ran there, and through the grace of God, and the bushcow fought for 1 hour 30 minutes.
Oh.
I think you see the mark.
How you got all these cows?
Yeah, and you see it broke my front teeth.
Wow.
So based on this, the director at that time, Mr. Ananjala, he said, you know, Billy's got the right to live there, even to clear the bushes around.
Okay, so the higher got squatter right.
Exactly.
Because the government wanted you to help them to clean the place and safeguard the place.
Exactly. Okay. And I got our squatter right from there.
So as a security and caretaker of this place,
let me get you right. Let me correct you. I'm not security. I'm a gardener. I'm a
gardener, right?
Yes.
Okay. So sorry for that. As a gardener for this place, this entire Unity Conference Center, what challenges do you face?
Many things, but not all the water you pour outside. Not all the water you pour outside. We face the other challenges, material, no material. Only that our directors use our own physical aim to buy materials for the place. And there's 2 men in the whole perimeter. If I give you the whole diagram of the place, there are 2 men that work in 1847 slavery.
Okay.
Only 2 men.
We understand your concern, and now that the way government is coming now to pay attention to the place, we're hoping you'll be among some of those who will be giving some applause, you know, for the effort that you put in over the years.
If opportunity been given to me, because you know, common people, anyone come, they come with different ways of behaving. But if opportunity be given to me, I can work with them. Okay. Why not? And give them the whole story they see.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
You say your name again?
Maurice K. popular name Skino.
Oh, Mr. Skino. Thanks for talking to us. Mr. Skino, Mr. Maurice K., formerly known, was talking to us about the famous Unity Conference Center, giving us his own experience at the time. But you heard him right. After the war, the government needed folks to assist them to look after these structures, and that's how he started living here. He was given squatters right by government, so that's why he even has a structure here, and not because he was looking for land to build a piece of house. But again, you heard him. This place used to be the center of attraction, and everyone wanted to come here.
This place used to be very beautiful.
Sure. So in fact, right there in the park, there are still folks enjoying themselves, taking pictures right there in the park. If you look closely, folks are still there in the park taking pictures. So I think now we'll just both get on the vehicle and then start making our way into the neighborhood, and but we can just probably just show you around what the outskirts of this place looks like. Right here at the edge of the building, yeah, you have the park right here, but also it's right closer to the river, and a very beautiful view. And of course, you can stand there and look up the Ducor, look up Central Monrovia, and places like West Point, Nikutown. You can look at them from this distance here at the famous Unity Conference Center. And once you stand here, the famous Ducor Hotel is just right up there. You'll be looking also at it. And also, once you stand here, you can also be able to see the famous Hotel Africa also from this far. So but look at, see nature, see how beautiful this place is. Unless you want us to go a little closer, so we show the folks who are watching. We can just double up, just show the environment instead. We can just double up and show those of you who are watching what this place looks like. We would have gone into the neighborhood to maybe show you the structure, show you the homes, and talk to those who have built homes around the United Conference Center. But again, as the announcement is up, and almost everyone in this particular vicinity should by now know that they are being told to evacuate the famous Hotel Africa United Conference Center by December 18. So this is a golf field. If you look closely, There's a Liberia flag right there in the middle on the golf court. And then if you just look right across the fence there are also homes built in that compound. That should be the motel that was built right here. And if you just look closely, just look across the river there, you're looking at Monrovia from this end. And then here on our right hand side, if we can just come a little closer, behind us is the famous Hotel Africa. Is also in that direction. If you just show the camera where the golf view is, nicely designed, I mean awesome looking from this place. Masami wedding and all of that. And this place obviously looks like where someone would want to hold their wedding reception. Probably the folks who just enjoy that nice view as we talk about it.
Host religious meetings, picnic, wedding reception, photo shoot, especially on the Sunday. So I don't know if public works start their work, whether those folks will still be coming here to have those activities.
Well, I can't determine for them, but obviously once there is construction, I'm not sure that people will be allowed to access these facilities. But again, it's possible public work will pardon people just because this place has, a beautiful outlook from the standpoint of tourism. And so yes, how this is going to benefit Liberia, someone says in the comment section, this place has a whole lot of touristic potential, or tourist potential if I can say it that way. And so I mean, obviously once this structure gets the proper renovation it needs, the government of Liberia will obviously generate funds. Who wouldn't want to spend a night in the famous Hotel Africa after the so much history that it has over the years? So we can now make our way out and go into the neighborhood now, where we will just drive our way to Hotel Africa itself, so you see what it looks like in case you've never seen Hotel Africa, though it looks dilapidated now, but just to show you what the dilapidated structure looks like. But of course there are hundreds or countless number of homes built all around the vicinity of Hotel Africa and the United Conference Center. So let's just board the vehicle, get on the vehicle, and then we can show you what it looks like currently. So we're just going into the neighborhood now to talk to some of those who have been asked to evacuate the particular area. We spoke to another security over there, so okay, thank you very much. All right, so folks, we're now leaving the famous United Conference Center, and we're driving towards the Hotel Africa Inn. Let's see. So we're now driving. We want to board the vehicle and make our way towards the Hotel Africa Inn. So you also have a glimpse of Hotel Africa. One interesting thing I've also noticed, Masiami, if you look close at the balcony there are still lights. They've got lights. There's LEC in the neighborhood. And here's this nice looking view also, right, with the light poles shooting directly towards the famous conference center. So let's wait for our chauffeur, who also has an experience of playing around the compound of the United Conference Center when he was growing up. Yeah, he's quite an interesting guy. He will tell us his own experience of Hotel Africa or the United Conference Center. So probably just have a glimpse of the environment.
See how beautiful that place is. It runs on the street. Yeah, it's beautiful. See, one about us is for the city. Where's he gonna go? Alright, that's you.
So folks, we've already gotten on the car.